They're usually for asset protection. So you're worried about getting sued, or they're for taxes, estate taxes, people who are worried about estate taxes. And so there are very specific situations that are for very specific people, and there are certain situations, and they're not for everybody. They're set up in very particular ways. Either somebody creates one, they create an irrevocable trust by gifting their assets to somebody else. They set up that irrevocable trust, or it's done through their revocable trust. When they die, the revocable trust becomes irrevocable, and there might be an asset protection trust for someone else in there. So there might be a trust set up for one of their children that's asset protection. They're worried about that child being sued in the future, something like that.
Okay. And we kind of recently touched on an example of such a trust in a real recent episode. We were talking about Cher's petition for conservatorship over her son. Part of the problem was that he is the beneficiary of an irrevocable trust that was set up for him when his father died, apparently. And so that's just an example that when somebody dies and they leave money for somebody else in trust, that would be an irrevocable trust.
Right.
But Madison is also saying that you can, while you are alive, set up an irrevocable trust. The reason it's not for everybody is because you are giving the assets away. And most of us, myself included, I need all the assets that I own. That's going to support me. That's how I pay my bills. That's how I'm going to live when I retire. Most of us are not in a position to be giving assets away while we're alive.
This is typically for the married couple that has an estate tax problem. So they have more than $26 million. So they're not worried about how they're going to survive.
Right. And giving away a few $100,000 or $1 million while they're alive, that's not a big deal to them. That would be a really big deal to me. Right. So, and to all of our clients, I imagine, or most of our clients. But the other point is you've given it away and it's irrevocable.
Right.
Meaning can't be changed.
Can't change it. Yeah.
So we use just the revocable trust in the standard estate plan. We only use the irrevocable in very specific situations.